A uniform chain of mass m and length L. Okay, there is a chain which is having mass m and total length is L. Is kept on a smooth horizontal table. Is kept on a smooth horizontal table such that 1 by nth of its length is hanging over the edge of the table. That means, students, let the total length is 20 meter. 1/4 is hanging. That means how much meter is hanging? 5 meter. 1/3 is hanging. That means how much? 20 by 3. Let half is hanging. That means 10 meter of the total length. Yes or no? So like that, let the total length is L and 1 by nth is hanging. There will be in the question what is the length and how much part is hanging. The work done by pulling the force to bring the hanging part onto the table. The work done by pulling the force to bring the hanging part onto the table. Okay, student? Student, see, only the hanging part I have to take. So in the hanging part, the mass is uniformly distributed. And in the last session, I had told you at which point the mass is concentrated. Center of gravity, na? If 1 by nth part is hanging, yes or no? 1 by nth part is hanging. Then what is the length of the hanging part? Total length is L. 1 by nth means L by n part is hanging. Yes or no? And in L by n part, where is the center of gravity? Where will the total mass will be concentrated? At the center, at the half of the length. Na? So that's why L by n is the total length. And this at this point let there is the center of gravity. And I am lifting the chain, means I am lifting the center of gravity, center of mass. Means the total mass I am lifting, yes. But which point I have to consider? I have to consider the center of mass. So that means I am taking the total mass of this hanging part from this part. This height I will consider L by 2n. That means I am not hanging the total part L by n. I am not lifting. I am lifting the point where the mass is concentrated. Yes or no? That point is at what distance? L by 2n. And how much? What is the mass of the hanging part? That is m by n. Mass of the hanging part is m by n. Yes or no? Mass of the hanging part. Total mass is m. Yes or no? 1 by nth is hanging. So that means how much is of this mass? M by n. So that's the mass we have taken as m by n. And g is acceleration due to gravity. G, weight. Yes or no? And how much distance I am lifting? L by 2n. Understood? So that's why mgl by 2n square. So work done in pulling the force, bringing the hanging part onto the table is mgl by 2n square. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And so the next part of the question, a uniform chain of mass m and length L rests on a smooth horizontal table with 1 by n1 part of its length is hanging from the edge of the table. Work done in pulling the chain partially such that 1 by n2 part is hanging from the edge will be how much? That means, students, let the total length of the chain is 20 meter. 1/3 is hanging. That means 20 by 3 part is hanging. Something around 6 point something. And I want to give some force. I have to do some work. I have to pull it so that 1 by 4th part. That means 20 by 4, that is 5 meter will hang. So for that, how much work I have to do? That means simply, what is the shifting of the center of mass? At first, the center of mass what here? L by 3n. Now the center of mass will be L by 6n. And now the center of mass is L by 8n. 2 I have taken common here, mgl by 2. So the changing part is n1 and 2. 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. Directly we could put this formula if such type of question is there. Okay. Friends, a uniform chain of mass m and length L is suspended vertically. We are saying this is the total length of the chain, and that length is, students, L, and the mass is m. Okay. And in the total length of the chain, the mass is distributed here. That is L by 2, center of gravity or center of mass. Okay. The lower end of the chain is lifted. Lower end means lower half. Lower end means lower half. This is the upper, this is the lower end. And I want to lift this half of the chain. Half of the chain means in this half of the half part, what is the mass? M by 2, because total mass is m. In the half length, there will be mass will be m by 2. And that mass will be concentrated at G2. And I want to lift it to this point. If I lift it to this point, then it was center of mass was here. And when I lift it finally, then center of mass will be moving to this point. So that means the center of mass is moving L by 4, that is L by 2. And the total mass is m by 2. So that's why work done against gravity. So that's why it is minus m by 2, g into L by 2. So that is minus mgl by 4. Just write it. It's a body of mass m. Here in this part you see, the body of mass m is placed on a frictionless horizontal surface. Yes, since I am giving a body of mass m on a frictionless horizontal surface, a force acts on the body parallel to the surface. Let parallel to the surface. If force is applied, yes or no? Such that it moves with an acceleration a. The total body is moving with the acceleration a, and it is getting some displacement s. So work done by the force W is equal to Fs and F is equal to Ms. Simply we could put, because in which direction the force is applied, in that direction the body is getting accelerated. So directly we can write force W work done is equal to Ms. Yes or no? Let in the same way, students, a body of mass m is placed on a rough horizontal surface of coefficient of friction mu. Yes or no? A force F acts on the body parallel to the surface such that it moves with the acceleration a through a displacement s. The work done by the frictional force, students. The work done by the frictional force. In the same way, students, if force is applied in this direction, if force is applied in this direction, then force of friction will be in this direction. Yes or no? Work done by friction. Students, it is not inclined. Mg is downward and normal reaction is upward. And you know Ff is equal to mu into n. That is equal to mu into mg. That is force of friction. Yes or no? So that is F is equal to mu mg into cos theta. At 0 degrees, so only mu mg. So force of friction is equal to force of friction is mu mg and displacement is s. So work done is equal to mu mg into s, and net work done is equal to, students, W is equal to Fs plus some displacement is there ma. So mu mg plus mas. So that is equal to mu mg, m taking common, mu g plus a into s. This could be the work done by the frictional force, net work done. So student, if the body is moving with uniform velocity, let in the question given, that means uniform velocity means acceleration is equal to what? 0, na? So only we have to take mu mgs. Carefully you have to read the question and you have to see in what approach what he wants to exactly ask. Then we'll apply the which formula will be applicable. Sometimes acceleration may be given, sometimes uniform velocity will be given, sometimes only friction will be given. But here you see a body of mass m is sliding down on a smooth inclined plane of inclination theta. Yes, sir, it is sliding down. If the length of if L is the length of the inclined plane, that means the total length is L, students. Then the work done by the gravitational force. Yes, sir. What is the work done by gravitational force, students? What you have to do here? See, he is asking what is the work done by gravitational force. And see here. See here. Students, body is here. You know, mg is vertically downward. This is theta. Already we have know this mg cos theta and this is mg sin theta. Yes or no? So which force is bringing it in the downward direction? Mg sin theta, na? Yes or no? Mg sin theta or not? The applied force which is bringing in this direction is mg sin theta. So work done will be equal to how much, student? Work done by gravitational force is equal to how much force applied and what is the displacement. And how much force is applied here? Mg sin theta. And force is in this direction. And displacement is in this direction. L getting displaced. So what is the net? Mgl sin theta. Understood? That is the work done by gravitational force. Understood or not? A body of mass n is moved off the smooth inclined plane of inclination theta and the length L by the constant horizontal force F. Then work done by the resultant force. Resultant force means, students, you see, if mg sin theta is acting in this direction, then friction will act in which direction? Opposite direction. Yes or no? You see here mg. This is mg sin theta. This is mg cos theta. Yes or no? And this is the mass m is moved off in a smooth inclined plane of angle theta and length L. The total length is L. Constant horizontal force. In this direction, we are giving the applied force. So we have to consider the applied force. Yes or no? If this is the component of the force, then this, if this is theta, this is 90 minus theta, this will be theta, correct? This is F cos theta and this is F sin theta. Yes or no? So in upward direction, how much force is acting? F cos theta. Due to gravity, mg sin theta in downward direction. So net force is moved up. Up जा रहा है मतलब F cos theta is greater. So net force is F cos theta minus mg sin theta. That is the net force acting, and the length it has to cover L. So that is F cos theta minus mg sin theta into L. Okay, got it? It's a body of mass m is sliding down on rough inclined plane of inclination theta. If L is the length of the incline and mu k is the coefficient of kinetic friction, then work done by resultant force on the body. Work done by resultant force on the body. Students, see here. Downward direction which force? Mg sin theta, na? Upward direction which force? Kinetic friction. And kinetic friction will be how much, students? Fk is equal to how much? mu mg cos theta na? Yes or no? Work done will be called how much? Downward direction force is mg sin theta. Upward direction force is mu mg cos theta. Whole into L. So that is by multiplying we could get mgl taking common. We could also write sin theta minus mu k cos theta. This is the work done. Understood now? A uniform cylinder of mass m, total mass is m and total length is L. Okay, mass is m, length is L, and radius is r. Okay, lying on the ground with a curved surface in contact. Like this, it is on the ground. The curved surface is in contact with the ground. If it is turned, if it is turned such that its circular face is in contact with the ground, students, yes, sir, it was placed like this, and I just lifted it to this. Then how much work I have to do by the applied force? Students, see, at first the center of gravity was here, which was at a height r. Yes or no? Now the total length is L. In uniform bodies, the center of mass is at exactly geometric center. Yes or no? So here is the center of gravity now. So how much distance I lifted to the center of gravity? Initially it was at a distance of radius r. Now I lifted it to a distance L by 2. So what is the shifting, students? See here. What is the shifting here? L by 2 minus r, na? Yes or no? How much height is I lifted? How much height we lifted? L by 2 minus r or not? Friends, center of mass was here and I lifted to this point. So what distance I lifted? L by 2 minus r. So mgh is the work done. So mg into L by 2 minus r. Yes or no? Understood? So work done will be equal to how much? Mg into L by 2 minus r.